Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, often reviewing rare and exotic whiskeys. Single cask, 7-year-old rye from Willett. Ooh, 239 euros. Oh. Now, these are expensive, even in the States. I saw $180. I saw $399 secondary market, but still, that's crazy. What do I have here? I have family estate bottled single barrel rye, aged in hand selected white oak barrel for 7 years, hand bottled from barrel number 2611, alcohol 54.7% alcohol by volume, which is 109.4 proof. And Willett Straight Rye, rare release, handcrafted in Kentucky. And on the back, I have the nice little thing here. Distilled, aged, and bottled by Willett Distillery, Bardstown Company. And here, actually, the real importer for Europe, there are two casks, is Le Maison de Whisky. So it's whisky.fr. And the German people on this side of the bottle is going to be here. Kirsch Import and WuDram Clan exclusive. All right, so I got this bottle. So I'm very happy that I got this bottle, even though it's fairly pricey. I did a bottle share with it. Everything's already been shared and gone, so I have enough to do my video here, and that's about it. So there is a Whiskybase number already for this bottle, which is great. That is then going to be 266490. There are 207 bottles. The recommended retail price is 239 euros. I did the math. I just times 239 by 207, and I get a total from one single cask revenue. I did not say profit. I said revenue. Money generated by selling bottles. That's it. Of 49,473 euros. Now, I can take away the 19% VAT. I can take away the alcohol tax. I can take away here the retailer margin. I can take away the wholesaler margin. I can even take away the importer margin. So there's been a couple different hands as this barrel and this bottle went through. No way, and I'm going to put this other. Someone's making money on this bottle. All right, so that's all I have to say here. No way in the world that this bottle cost, or this barrel cost $20-some thousand. It's 7 years old. Now, the crazy thing is the prices in America for these are about that. Now, we have over here a 3 and a 4-year-old single estate rye. They're running between 60 and 80 euros. And I think that's very high for a 4-year-old product. But a 7-year-old product at 239 is even higher, but that's the way things are. There was a sister cask. It actually is still at Le Maison de Whisky. It's a 7-year-old. It's barrel number 22612. And it's selling for 239 euros. They, on that website, actually give a mash bill. They say it's 74% rye, 11% corn, 15% malted barley. All right, so this was made at the distillery. Many, many, many products that you have ever tried from Willett. Let's say the Noah Mills, let's say the Rowan Creeks, let's say the Johnny Drums, let's say the Pure Kentuckys. Most of those, or all of those earlier, I'm talking about before COVID, were all sourced whiskeys. Some of it was Heaven Hill, some of it was probably mixed from different barrels. I'm actually at the moment myself doing a nice little an experiment with bourbon. And I'm taking Kentucky bourbon from maybe 12 different distilleries, putting it all in canister, and then actually doing wood experiments with it. It's still Kentucky straight because it's all from Kentucky. It's straight does not mean single. All right. This is fairly expensive. I'm gonna tell a little story here that I told in German as well. It was just a thing that kicked in my brain. I was at a whiskey fair in Mülheim an der Ruhr in Germany. It's called Aquavite. There comes a man I know fairly well, Martin, and says, "Hey, Jason, I have 3 bottles here. Can you tell me something about them? Are they worth any money?" I looked at the first bottle. I know that it was a Supermarket whiskey from about 12, 15 years ago. I said maybe 15, maybe 20 euros. Took a look at the second bottle. It was like, oh, okay, that's all right. You're going to get between 50 and 80 euros for that bottle. And the third one was, I said, I have no idea. I've never seen this bottle here before. Leave it here for a second. I'm going to Google a little bit and try to find something. I went on different auction sites, and when I found out what it was, I'm not even going to name what it was, my chin dropped. Because the last 5 bottles had all had a sales price on auction sites of over 4,000, sometimes even 5,000 euros. And I was holding this bottle here, and it's just like, that's almost more than my first car. Much more than my first car was worth. And I just put it down very quickly, and I asked him to come over here and pick up the bottle. I didn't want to touch it anymore, and fear of being clumsy. And I said, here, I believe it or not, you should get 4,000 euros for this bottle. And he said, Jason, I wanted to sell all 3 bottles to you for 100 euros. I said, I can't accept that. I'm sorry. This is a 4,000 plus, maybe 5,000 euro bottle. I can't take that. No. He said, thank you very much for being honest. And just 2 days ago, I received a little text message from him. Oh, Jason, it sold for 4,058 euros on an auction site. Crazy, 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 crazy. Now, maybe this is also something that one day will sell for a very, very high price. I have no idea. I think 7 and 8 year old single barrels from Willett will become more popular, more commonplace. But hey, what do I know? All right. So what I do know that is very, very out of this world is this bottle here. Now, this bottle here was gifted to me. I did not buy this bottle. I hope you can see this here. This is 25-year-old. So 25-year-old barrel 1372 with 47% cask strength rye whiskey. I have a tiny little bit left from my German video, which I will use as my comparison. This bottle often goes on auction sites. That's why I was thinking about auction for 1,700 plus euros. Crazy. All right. So crazy, crazy, crazy. I think 239 euros is way too much for this. All right. I just recently reviewed, probably that will come out, I don't know, later, before, for Minor Case. It was actually just MGP juice. It was 6 years of age. It was cask strength, 55%, and 65 euros. Delicious. I've had a Templeton cask strength from 2022, 60 some euros. Delicious. I had for 199 euros, just did this last night, a Old Forester single barrel rye with 65.3%. That's the Old Forester is cheaper than this. All right. And it was fantastic with a 65.3%. There are fantastic whiskeys out there, ryes with age statements and cask strength for 80 to 100. Now, sky's the limit. Up. You can pay thousands and thousands of euros for a bottle if you want. I won't. This is absolutely my limit, and I actually had a lot of people lined up before this bottle even went on sale at the wholesaler and said, "Hey, Jason, can you please buy the bottle? I'll take whatever's left over." As one person even said, "Okay, I'll try to order it." And the fascinating thing of these 200 plus bottles, 207 to be exact, someone contacted me, say, "Hey, Jason, my local dealer didn't get a bottle. Could you try to get a bottle for me?" And I ordered my bottle in the afternoon, and then I tried to reorder in the evening on the website for us directly from the wholesaler. Sold out. So apparently people want this. There was a nice press release that talked about the first single barrel from Willett back in Germany since for over 17 years, which is a lie. All right, we've had the 3 and the 4-year-old single barrels here for quite some time now. So it's not the first single barrel. But hey, the WuDram clan is a group, I think it's 4 or 5 guys. Yeah, they're doing some funky stuff and some interesting stuff, but usually higher end. So they're not trying to get into any type of supermarket or into a low-class 30 euro bottling. They almost all their bottlings, at least in my opinion so far, are 150 plus euros. And so this fits perfectly into their portfolio. So, and of course, Kirsch works together with Le Maison de Whisky and Le Maison de Whisky, the house of whiskey in France here, imports some very, very good stuff. Anything from almost anything from Japan usually goes through Paris to get into Europe. And some of the bigger brands still use Paris here for their things like Willett does. All right, so on the nose, that's good. I get brown sugar as first. I get a light. I get daisies. I always have a little bit of floral moment. I have a little bit of brown sugar. I said a little bit of oak, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of honey, meadow honey. This is good. This is going to be a B- whiskey. B- is really nice. I mean, come on. What else do you want, really? Well, I want something that it has an affordable price. 7 years divided by 239. So we're running around. I can't even do that anymore in my head. I'm so bad at math. That's going to be around 34. I did 35 almost in my head. All right, 34 euros per year. Per year. Now, first question of the day is what was the most expensive whiskey you've ever bought per year? Some of you are going to go, oh, I paid 200 plus for a 5-year-old Octomore. That's easy. All right, it's 40 euros per year for a maturation there. What was your most expensive whiskey? I think this might have been my most expensive whiskeys per year so far this year. And so this is the end of 2024, so it's going to be 2025 by the time it goes online in English. Just too expensive. I don't get why a 7-year-old rye should be 239 euros. Have I mentioned I don't like the price of this? All right, let's see if although by the way, the smell. Oh wow, furniture polish, hazelnuts. This is wow, just a wow moment. All right. If I come back to this, it just doesn't do it justice. I know this is a very unfair matchup. A 25-year-old sourced Willett versus a made by Willett product here that's 7 years of age. I should have put, if I had one, a 4-year-old or something on there to compare it. And even then, the 4-year-old, it's going to be, I can have 4 bottles. No, I can't. I can have 3 bottles of the 4-year-old at 80 euros a pop. I could have 3 bottles here of the 4-year-old compared to 1 bottle of the 7-year-old. And I don't think that there would be much of a noticeable difference for me. Cheers. Mm-hmm. I must admit, the Old Forester single barrel rye with 65.3% was a lot less hot than this. This is hot. I've had whiskeys now, a few of these. I did my English video, I have a German video first. This is still hot, despite its 7 years in the cask in a new virgin oak. That those 54.7% really come through. The minor case single barrel 6-year-old with 55% was so much better. There's so many different products out there that under 100 euros that for a good cask strength rye that are just better than this. It's a B-, people. All right, I still like it. I'm complaining at a very, very, very high level here. First world problems, to be definitely honest about this. But the price, D. Would I go out and pay 139 euros again for this? No. Would I recommend someone do that? No. I would recommend, hey, you like Willett, go out and buy the 4-year-old twice, and you'll still have 100 euros left over almost in your pocket. Just a better value for money. Now, my question of the day, the second one. after you write down your highest amount per year bottle purchase you've had, is what bottle did you splurge on this year? What bottle did you buy even though it was not really a sensible purchase? This was not a very sensible purchase. $239. What did you splurge on? And then could you maybe write, just put a smiley, yay, I'm happy, I would do it again, or frowny face, uh-oh, I'm very disappointed in myself. Had I bought this for myself and I would have to drink the whole bottle myself, there'd be a frowny face. I would not like myself after I've done spending that much money on this. I would much rather pull up a Lot 40. I would much rather pull up something else than have this in my glass, especially in the knowledge of the price I paid for it. That's what hurts all the time. It's like, oh, look, this sip, there's €2 gone. Oh, no, that sip, there's another €3 gone, and so on. It's just like, nah, I don't want that. I don't need that. Now, the 25-year-old, this is my little guilty pleasure. Oh, yeah, let's call it a guilty pleasure bottle. What was your guilty pleasure this year that you bought for yourself? Oh, that's so fantastic on the nose. Barry, my friend, thank you very much for gifting me this bottle last year. This was, by the way, my best American whiskey of the year 2023. This exact bottle here. Wow. And that's what I want for a 200+ euro bottle. I want to just taste and just go, wow. Yeah, so this is, of course, there was 144 bottles left. This only has 47 ABV points, so 94 proof. It's cask strength. It's Angel Sheriff has diluted a lot of this down. And yet this is such a treat every single time. So, thank you very much for watching, liking, subscribing, telling others here about this crazy guy over in America reviewing products you can't get your hands on in the States. And sometimes, even if you do see a store pick, it's going to be maybe out of your price range. Who knows? All the best. See you real soon. WhiskyJason here. Euro or dollar per year. Your guilty pleasure, and did you enjoy it, or were you disappointed with that splurging on a bottle that you did buy anyways? Bye-bye.